Hello and welcome to episode whatever number this is, because we forgot that we don't still number them anymore. I am your host Chili as we talk about video games and mostly video games because that's what we do. But with us this week we've got Tim. Nerds. Sorry,
it's a really good song.
Sorry, I tried to rip off Doctor Who. Yeah, with Doctor Who coming back in a few weeks.
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Note.
So how you been?
Okay.
Good. Have you had a
How about
good
you?
week?
Meh, not really.
Well, hopefully today we can change that with
Woo.
words. Multiple words that sometimes are sentences.
Of passion.
Yeah. That's a Gary that you can hear right there.
That's a Gary
A Gary, the Gary.
found in the wild.
For a
Have your
Pokeball. By the way, I was so bad. I finally got my Entei, Tim.
Jelly.
Do you know what I called him?
Hmm.
I called him my hentai.
Oh no.
Yes.
Because I found out that hentai was banned because it's a no word. So I called him hen tie.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And that worked fine.
That's amazing.
So now you too can have a hentai.
Brilliant.
Please don't sue us, Nintendo.
Why would Nintendo sue us?
Because it's Nintendo.
Oh my god.
So how you been, Gary?
I've been pretty good. I'm hanging out on my 4-day weekend, so that's nice.
Ooh.
4 days off of not working. It's like the best.
Jelly.
But your pet's sitting, I heard. A cute kitty named...
Yes,
Kitty.
I am at my friend Ed's house, who shout outs the podcast all the time.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm just over here recording on my laptop with two adorable kitties, Evie and Ezio. They're the best.
Is that
Yeah.
named after Assassin's Creed?
He is. He's a little assassin kitty.
Well, that's funny that Eve is also an assassin. So,
Evie?
Evie. I thought you said Eve.
No, Evie.
Okay, that's named after the
Little
Pokemons.
Evie. She's a Pokemon, yeah.
Don't bring a water stone near her, otherwise he might get disappointed.
Oh my god. She does hate water.
There we go. So how's your day been?
It's been pretty good. You know, just chilling, eating a delicious sandwich.
What type of sandwich? Make everyone listening jealous.
I shall tell you, it is a ham and Swiss sandwich.
Now, do you have any black pepper on it?
No, there is tomato, lettuce, mustard,
Oh,
and that's it.
what type of mustard?
Just regular old mustard.
I only buy
Sorry.
the English mustard, so...
English mustard. What is the difference between English mustard and normal mustard?
I find it's got a stronger flavour because it uses the actual mustard seeds. So it's like a thicker consistency. It's like
Isn't that like Dijon mustard?
pretty much, yeah. It's like a more of a yellowy colour though than Dijon. It's like a mix between the colour from, American mustard and Dijon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never seen English mustard in the stores here.
Yeah, I think it's...
Comes with your own chili.
No, it's Coleman's mustard, I think it is I buy. Which is, Old English mustard. Anyway, this isn't the podcast about food, even though I would like that.
It should be.
Before we go off, I got Chinese today, and for the second time in my life, I got a fortune cookie. So I cracked it open, and it said, you suck. Nah, it says you're destined to do great things in your life. So hopefully that means this podcast. So
You're doing great things for me right now, Ben. So
Aw.
in more ways than you can imagine.
So while we're talking about great things, let's go straight into the news. Yeah.
News you can use.
Like this incredibly cool looking game that looks a bit too realistic for me, but so it's scary. But look, I want it in a way. Jump Force. They just announced a collector's edition along with a release date. This was posted on PSU by Gary. Because Gary's awesome.
Hey, I did that.
It'll be released February 2019 and will launch with a $250 collector's edition. That's 250 of your doll hairs. And
That's what, Ben? That's like 300 and... Or sorry, that's like 280, 290 euros or pounds?
no, it'd be about £200.
Oh, yeah, because yours is... Yeah, you're right. Yours is...
Yeah. Yours
than
is
ours.
always a higher number. So it'd be, I'm guessing £199.
Okay.
I don't know though. I haven't seen it, but I haven't seen the price for it yet. So if we're even getting it, who knows?
That's true.
It features a 30-centimeter diorama statue featuring
Purple
Goku,
one. They're-
Naruto, and Luffy. Yeah, from the main Shonen Jump series of Naruto, One Piece, and Death Note. I mean, Dragon Ball. The season pass, which includes 9 DLC characters, which we've got no idea who they are. But when we've got Yugi as a character, who needs more? I think it's Yami that's the playable Yu-Gi-Oh character, not Yugi. A steelbook, 3 art boards from the game featuring Goku, Naruto, and Luffy. And I know this is going to shock anyone that's listening, because who would have thought this when you're buying a collector's edition of a video game? You get the video game with it. I know.
That's surprising, Ben, because there's some collector's editions where
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't even get the game.
We happy few. Borderlands,
Oh, God.
the second version. Halo, I think, was one of them. Yeah, Halo, the last Halo game had a collector's edition where you didn't get a copy of Halo. You just got a fancy box. In fact, you got a steel
dumb.
book for your game that you don't have. Here's your shiny box. Please pay $60 more on top of your $250 for the game. No, actually, sorry, please pay $80 because we want you to get the extra DLC that's not included in the season pass. So I wonder who the 9 extra characters are, because they've announced a lot of them.
I'm guessing they're going to have characters from
Yeah.
Saint Seiya that they haven't announced yet. That's a shonen one.
Do you think Light
don't-
will be one of them? Because they said he was too overpowered.
I mean, well, he's in the game. We saw him in
Yeah.
the trailer.
But he said
What his purpose is, we don't know.
they told us that he wasn't playable.
Well, I don't want him to be playable. I want the stupid little demon thing to be playable. I don't care about him. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
useless. He can't fight.
But then
God, what is his name? His little
Ryuk.
demon thing. Ryuk. I'd rather play with him.
But what if they just do it like Yugi does? Because Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh is playable.
Why? All he does is throw cards at people.
Well, in the
What's
game,
that?
he summons monsters.
Oh my God.
he places the card, and the monsters appear as part of his combos.
So let me ask you, Ben. Is Yu-Gi-Oh part of Shonen Jump?
Yeah,
That's terrible.
it's also owned by Konami.
Ugh.
Yeah, so that's why it was kind of cool to see him there, because the whole fact that Konami owns the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise.
Well, I'm trying to think. Okay, what do we have? We have Assassination Classroom.
Yeah.
That might be in the game.
Oh, what about My
Oh.
Hero?
Is My Hero Shonen?
I don't know, but it'd be a good idea for a DLC character.
Probably, like, I don't think we've got the full roster of characters. Well, there's like 7 characters they've announced for the
Because
main game.
I know it would make sense in a way because they don't want to overlap their current My Hero game. So the best way to add the characters in the future is in DLCs to give it more breathing room.
I guess. I mean, we've got Yu Yu Hakusho characters. Who cares about that? We got Bleach in there.
Yes.
What the roster of characters they're planning to have in the main game, as opposed to the 9 DLC characters, is quite a bit.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I don't know. I'm so assuming they're just gonna grab characters from the franchises that are already there, like Naruto,
Yeah.
Yuffie, or One Piece, and Dragon Ball has obviously plenty of characters. Dragon Ball now has 3 characters in that game.
Bleach has 3 characters.
Yeah.
Bleach has Aizen, Rukia, and Ichigo.
They should put Beerus in there.
Yeah, they should. I mean, they've got Aizen, so...
One Piece has 4. So...
I don't
know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Too much for me, though.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Has 1. It should have 2. It should have Yugi and Kaiba. Maybe Marek. I want to play as Marek. Yeah, Jump Force is coming out
$250 for it.
Like,
I like the statue. I think it looks cool
with
the art design they have when the 3 of them standing there.
Yeah.
But
is it $250?
The statue, it's not worth $250. What else it comes with is standard stuff.
Yeah, doesn't even come with like an art book
or a soundtrack or nothing. Yeah, nothing really. The statue is really what you're paying the big bucks for, and it's a cool statue. Don't get me wrong, all 3 of them standing there. But
we say it's a cool statue, but we're seeing a picture of what could be the statue. We don't actually see the statue. And I'm sorry, but most of the time when we see statues, it's like, oh my god, that looks amazing, and then it arrives and it's half painted and made of the cheapest plastic known to man.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm probably going to buy this game, but I don't think I'm going to buy the collector's edition because... Oh, we didn't talk about how cool the steelbook looks, though. That looks sexy as hell. I tried to censor myself a little bit there. Oh, that's a beautiful steelbook. Oh. Tim, are you looking forward to Jump Force at all? I know you like Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, but no, I'm not.
Is a realistic Frieza not doing it for you?
No, not
Good,
at all.
because they're smart. Good boy.
We should mention that they did announce the game has a character creator, so you do make your own fighter.
Well, now it's gone from Baby Buy to day 1.
Oh my god.
Anything that has created...
With your 4 facial selections and 2 hairstyles you can pick from?
I don't care. Anything that has a chance for me to make my own character, it goes from not bought to bought.
That explains why you bought Sonic Forces.
I didn't buy Sonic Forces.
Oh my god, I'm surprised, Ben.
I know. I wanted to buy it, but I did buy it. Sonic Heroes.
Oh my god.
One of the best PS2 Sonic games there ever was. Don't you deny it.
Wow. Okay.
And you know what? That segues into our next topic. Yeah. Sonic Heroes, PS4, PS2. PS2 games now available in PS Now. Oh yeah. I just did it.
Oh my god. Damn it, Ben.
But yeah, if you have a PS Now subscription, you'll be able to download your PS4 and PS2 games onto your PS4. You can trial it for free, but you can also sign up for a subscription for $9.99 a month, which, if I'm rightly, is only if you have never had a subscription before. I don't know if that's true or not.
It's first-time subscribers only.
Yeah, which sucks.
Or you can go with the special that ends, I think, on the 24th of this month.
Yeah.
Where you can get a year subscription for $100 and also get 3 months for free.
That's good. But by the time this goes live, that'll be over. So.
Sad face.
So you too can play Ho Ho Come and Heavy Rain while learning how to survive while playing Ico and Infamous 2. And you can also go on a journey.
You can do Infamous too.
With your knack. You get a knack with it. And I don't know if any other games are playable, so I'll just go with that. There's a lot of games that are playable, but
the 250 games from the PS4 library and all the PS2 classics that they have on there, you can now download onto your PS4 and play it without an internet connection if you want to.
No, you do need to check in after a couple of days.
Yeah, you do have to set up an internet connection every couple of days so it knows that
you're still paying for the subscription.
Yeah.
Remember, though, PS Now can be playable online streaming on your PC. So, if you do have PS Now and you are away at work, you're away for a holiday or whatever, and you want to play some games, you can boot up your laptop and play PS Now. No, you can't download it. That's just streaming. PS Now is definitely good. I think this is kind of their Game Pass sort of rival now. With Microsoft's download option.
Yeah.
Though,
I think it's a fantastic move. Yeah, I was just gonna say it's a fantastic move by Sony. I mean, it literally it's pretty much a rental service now.
Yeah.
Sure, you get PlayStation Now, which is already, in my opinion, a great value with over 650 games to play on there. Which includes PS3 games, which you can only stream, so you can't download those. But either way, you're on a plane ride. Because it's only on your PS4.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
Go ahead, Ben.
Though also remember, I'm going to tell you now, you'll never get PS free games on this service until next gen, probably, when it comes to downloading.
Maybe, yeah.
Because PS4 CPU is not powerful enough to emulate the Cell. The Cell was a beast, so it really was.
But yet the games look better and play better on the PS4. It's so weird.
It's because to emulate stuff, it needs to be, I think, double the speed of the thing it's emulating. So that's the issue. The CPU in the PS4 is better, but it's not double the speed. The only reason why things look so much better is because all the hardware has new software and new features that the old hardware didn't. Like the GPU is a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say you'll never get PS3 games on the PS4, but depending on what they're going to roll with the PS5, if they're going with a Ryzen-based CPU, we might see PS3 emulation support via PS Now. But, then they can't resell you the games again, so maybe not. Anyway, carry on.
I don't know.
Tim?
I mean, it's all well and good, right? As somebody who had PlayStation Now for a long time, I had it for the PS3 games. So with that in mind, it doesn't really affect me too much. In fact, I don't have the service anymore anyway. But I mean, even the streaming end of things was still good. So having the option to do this is I don't want to say it's a niche thing because there's a decent following behind it, and I feel like more people might be more enticed to do it now, so they don't have to worry about having a super steady online signal. So I know there are plenty of people that I've seen plenty of comments and threads and things talking about that sort of thing. So I would say, all in all, it's a good thing. It just doesn't affect me because generally I either have the PS4 games or I don't want to play them. Same thing with the PS2 games. I either have them or I don't want to play them. So yeah, I realize that the PS3 stuff won't be this gen either. So PS Now will just be PS Now as it's been for me until maybe next gen. And I don't know if it's just double, Ben, with processing. I think it takes more than that.
Oh yeah, it takes a little bit more than that, but that's the basics. I mean, because they have the the specifications themselves. It should be easier, but it's still not viable. I don't think.
We should also mention that the PS4 games that you download from now are converted to their native formatting.
Ooh.
Don't know. PlayStation Now streams games at 720p. That's the max.
Yeah.
But if you download the PS4 games, they pretty much run at the resolution that they're supposed to run. So it's as if you bought it digitally and you playing it on your PS4. So it ups it to whatever the resolution is. And if you have the PS4 Pro, it activates all the PS4 Pro features as well.
Ooh. And also, if you want to play games with your friends using the service, the games do not need a PS Plus subscription.
Yes, so any multiplayer games, you don't need a PS Plus subscription to play them.
But remember, with
great.
PS4, you still do not need subscription if you're playing free-to-play games or a subscription-based service. Hence why PS Now is part of that service. You know, like if you play Final Fantasy 14, like I do, you do not need Plus, as 14 has a separate subscription. So, to be honest, I still don't know why I keep Plus, but I just do it because because of those amazing free games that are rumored for next month.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Supposedly Diablo and some other game that I've suddenly forgotten because I'm really excited about Diablo.
It's Neo.
That's that samurai game that played a bit like Bloodborne, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's by Tecmo Koei. One
Yes.
of the best developers there are. One of the best developers there are. Because of Dead or Alive.
If you say so. Okay.
And while we're talking about developers, I'm going to bring up some sad news. I'm really sorry. I'm going to not joke about this at all. Even though I've joked about this company before, no matter how much I take the piss out of someone or something, this is still really shitty thing to happen. Telltale Games lay off 90% of workforce. Future in doubt now confirmed. There were some rumours about Telltale shutting down recently, and then there was it was going around on the internet about the whole this, and then we took a bit. I think it was a day later that we finally got confirmation that it says for immediate release. Today, Telltale Games made a difficult decision to begin a majority studio closure following a year marked by insurmountable challenges. A majority of the company's employees were dismissed earlier this morning, with a small group of 25 employees staying on to fulfill the company's obligations to its board and partners. Go check out the rest at PSU.com or any other news site, really, because so many news sites have covered this. But yeah, I feel not just for I feel bad for the employees and for the people that have purchased the season pass for The Walking Dead. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty sad news because here's a company that I personally thought was doing very well. Like they're just constantly announcing new IPs. You know, they just announced Wolf Among Us 2 was coming. They just got the license to Stranger Things. Obviously, The Walking Dead, the final season was happening, so everything I guess, and that wasn't the case. I mean, it was so bad, and I feel so bad for the employees because they announced that they were bringing some survival game to consoles. That was a PC game, and they make this announcement without knowing that they're about to be laid off. Devastating, and I think that's absolute bullshit for management of Telltale and whoever's running that company to allow, something like that to happen without having a hint that they might not have a fucking job anymore. It's absolute shit. Clearly, they know that they're not going to be around, but yet they don't tell anyone.
I swear this reminds me of another company. I can't remember who it was that told them when they came in that morning.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I've been reading stuff on the internet. It's like, and on Twitter, like, got hired there like a week ago to work for Telltale Games. Like, why would you hire people when you know this is going to happen? Seriously, like, you're telling me that the board of directors or whoever is running that company just like decided to look at the numbers that day and be...
Okay. Hello? Hello? I think we've lost to Gary.
Oh, snap.
Oh. So, until he comes back, let's talk. Tim?
Yeah, sorry, I got cut off.
Back.
I was just saying, like, people relocated to go work for you. And like, now they have no money, they have nowhere to live, they have be there. It's bullshit. It's not fair. And I want them to unionize. The game industry needs to have a union now. You guys can talk now.
Tim?
I don't know. This is kind of a rough one because you have this full group of people that's been going. I mean, toxic environment aside, you have this group of people that has been going strong for years across these two last generations, and this being out. I don't want to say it's out of left field because the whole thing's just kind of been slowly degrading in terms of both game quality and game consistency. But I don't know, it's kind of just frustrating on all ends because you have all of these promises being made, and out of nowhere they're going, oh yeah, well, half the stuff we started we're not doing just because, and they're not wanting to finish all the projects they've started and not wanting to go through all these things. They're putting the bottom line ahead of their work, which is basically, with this being the final stroke, has been kind of just par for the course looking back on a lot of cases, because they stuck along with old engines for way too long. They stuck with old formulas for way too long, and it was all just about money. And with this bottom line being the final highlight, it really shows exactly what this company was doing. And I would say that even though they have some finer points in their games along the way, a move like this tarnishes what they've done. And it's not like one of those things where they've tried to struggle to make it and failed at it, or one of those like go down fighting sort of situations. They go, oh well, it just seems like one of those things where, like, well, let's just cut our losses. We don't really care. Let's just whatever. And then everyone else is collateral damage. And with some of the responses that are coming out now, it definitely seems to be the case, at least from my perspective. And it's really unfortunate because it seemed like there are quite a few. There were still plenty of passionate people working on their games, even though they were throttled by standards from the company. It's really too bad.
Yeah. I in a way I do agree with what you're saying. Like, and it's clear now that they couldn't make a new engine because they weren't given the funds to make a new engine, or they didn't have time, or they're probably just wasting too much money trying to get all these licenses from Marvel, DC, Netflix, all these licensed games that just underperformed, which is unfortunate. Like I always saw it as, in my perspective, I feel like the episodic structure is what really hurt them. There's a lot of people, including myself, who just waited for the entire thing to be released before I bought them, because I didn't want to wait 3-4 months to play the next.
That's a very real thing.
And sorry, let me just finish really quick. The thing about it too was, like, by the time all the episodes would come out, the entire game would be at like 60% off sale. Way they're still going to lose money. We sided with Hitman. Hitman went episodic, and it was a great game, but clearly it didn't work for them, and it forced Square Enix to give up the studio, and IO went independent. Or not independent, they got bought out by Warner Brothers. And now with Hitman 2, they decided to make a full game rather than do it episodically like they did before. Sure, it might be working for some companies, like the developers who are doing Life is Strange, but how long for them if things don't change episodically? And with that structure, that's what I'm afraid of, and I think that is really what hurt them.
This will also hurt a lot more companies than they think, just because I don't think Walking Dead's getting finished, is it?
Nope. No, even though in their press statement they said that they're going to finish it. Yeah. It's clear now that it's been canceled, and the 25 people remaining are there to finish the Minecraft Netflix TV show. Yeah,
but it's like, well, it's going to hurt people because they purchased the thing with the season, for the season pass, and there'll be episodes they're not going to get. So it's going to tarnish the image of the season pass for other companies. Episodic content, should we say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Tim, you were going to say something and I interrupted you.
No, I was actually interrupting you. No, it's that formula, and it kind of shows with how television has gone. Like, you have Netflix and Hulu and things. Whenever a new season airs, it's the whole season, and people are willing to wait 6, 7, 8 months, a year for a new season. But realistically, even like a week, having to wait a week for a new episode, let alone a month, which is what it was with episodic games, there's too much stuff going on between those 2 points for the kind of potency of narrative to stick around and for attention to stick around. So, as we know, even in keeping this conversation within the gaming industry on its own, there is such a narrow perspective when it comes to games. Like, the game releases that first day, like on a Tuesday. That Tuesday, it's the hot commodity. Or even like the Monday before, leading into the Tuesday, it's a hot commodity. Wednesday, there's some residual attention. Thursday, Friday, it's already thinking about what's coming out the next week. Even if things are still lingering, it's the next thing coming out by Thursday or Friday. And this sign has been around for a long time. This behavior has been around for a long time. And like, thinking that they can just stick with old norms like episodes is asinine, and think that they can be also productive. And I feel like the only way that an episodic thing like that could be beneficial is if they did it all at once, and then like every week released an episode, so you have it all done in a month. But I still feel like that would drag. I mean, it would be better than having 2 or 3 months between episodes, but I feel like having an episode every week would still drag. It would have to be still super good to keep attention for a month's worth of content.
Yeah, and like I said, me and along with a lot of people that I know and a lot of people that I read about online, like they don't buy those games. They wait until they're all out so they can enjoy them like that. Like who realistically in this day and age feels like their value, like say they buy the entire season pass at full price, right? Whatever that is, $30, $40. I don't know what the latest Telltale games went for. But you buy the whole season pass, right? And then the first episode is out and you get maybe 2.5 hours out of it. It just sits there. So to a lot of people these days that I've seen, 20 hours isn't enough to justify their purchase anymore, let alone 2.5, 3 hours.
Right.
Like it just,
Hell, that
I don't know.
hard drive space is a pain in the ass as well. I mean,
Yeah.
if you go, say, because it will reserve the space needed for the future episodes, you've then got, say, 30, 40 gig you can't use because you've got to wait a month. Wait 6 months before you can play it. Otherwise, you have to re-download the whole thing every time there's a new episode.
Yeah, and you know, it's I can't really say it's a lot of the people working there, like it's their fault of what happened because, you know, they're there to do their job. You know, like they suffer through the long hours because they're on the deadline. And, you know, work on a new engine to, you know, make their games a little more less buggy.
Well, I heard they were thinking about going to Uni.
Well, there you go. See, all these plans keep coming out, but yet none of them know what's coming. And it sucks. And like I mentioned, like the fact that you announced that you're releasing a new game the same day that your studio shuts down just shows you how they had absolutely zero idea what was going to happen to them.
By the way, the new season of Walking Dead is the final one, right? It's £19.
Yes. And you can still buy the season pass on the store right now.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
Like, it sucks because, you know...
It's actually cheaper than the first season.
I feel... I just feel like shit because of it. You know, 200 people lost their jobs. 200 more lost their jobs at Capcom Vancouver. 400 people lost their jobs this week because of shitty projections, probably. Oh, we want your game to sell 15 million copies. Fuck you.
Oh, and for all those dickheads that say, "Oh, I don't like their games. They deserve it." Fuck you. Seriously, I'll be one of those people to say I don't really like Telltale games. Yeah, the games, not the people. But I'd still wouldn't want this. You know, you don't want a whole company losing their jobs. It's just horrible.
Yeah. It's sad. It really is. And like I said, there needs to be a union. There really does, because all the CEOs, all these guys, they don't fucking care because they know they can get away with it. And they get in their way. It's bullshit.
By the way, they still have their bundle for 80 quid, which has been on sale a few times, by the way, which has Walking Dead Season 1, 2, Wolf Among Us, Tales from Borderlands, and Game of Thrones. So, yeah.
So what's going to happen now with, you know, that game we got for free on PS Plus last month?
What game was that?
Something die. God damn it. The multiplayer slasher where one guy's a serial killer and everybody else is trying to survive. Dead by Daylight, that's a Telltale game.
Is it?
That requires multiplayer servers. What's going to happen now to that game?
I didn't know it was Telltale.
Pushed it on consoles.
I'm loading it up now. Well, it says Starbreeze.
With Telltale Publishing.
Starbreeze Publishing, APB.
Hold on. What the hell? What game was it then that I was thinking of? Shit.
Like I
Continue
say,
on
it
if
could
you
have
want to.
been published in America by them, but it doesn't seem to be published in Europe by Telltale. I don't want to look at the. I just want to look at the game page. PS4. Put Dead by Daylight and it just loads up my account page. You know. I want to view the overall. I don't want to view the DLC. I don't want to view all the add-ons. I just want to view the page that tells me who made the thing. Anyway, maybe you'll find out who made the other Telltale game you're thinking about. But yeah, I can't believe this is happening, really.
Days to Die. Sorry.
What's that?
The game is called 7 Days to Die.
Did they even give that
Yeah.
away for free?
That wasn't free. You can that's a to buy game.
Okay.
Yeah, and they just barely released that game, RGX Showdown. They released it on September 18th.
Wow.
Yeah, Showdown.
Get it now before it disappears.
Crazy. Just crazy.
Oh. You know what? Let's have something a little bit more upbeat, I guess. Did you know that Devil May Cry 5 might have 3 players?
I wouldn't say that's upbeat, Ben. I don't know how. Like I don't know how.
What do you
Unless
mean?
it's PvP, I don't see how they can
Well, they've said there's 3 playable characters, so. And
well, yeah, but
they've also
like-
said that you can switch characters for missions. So basically, they're trying to not make it like Devil May Cry 4, where you replayed the game again as Dante. So instead of when you play a level, you can either play as Dante, Virgil, or V. I mean, Dante, Nero, or V. Virgil would have been cooler. So I guess if you're playing co-op,
but they
just have
said
one each.
multiplayer. Well, I don't get it. Like, how can you
Co-op is
possibly
still
have
multiplayer?
that kind of a battle system with 3 people on the map fighting?
3 times as many enemies.
I just don't see it. It looks like absolute fucking chaos to me. Like, that's stupid. It has to be, if it has multiplayer, it has to be PvP. I don't see anything else they can do in those closed-in environments with the crazy action that they have. Like, I can't even imagine it.
Well, all I know is you get a special skin for your motorbike sword weapon, and I want that in my life.
Oh my god. All I know is Capcom's 3D modelers need reference pictures for their female characters because they have no idea how to model them anymore.
Yeah, Trish is way too skinny.
She looks like a crackhead. I'm sorry, she looks like somebody who just came out of a crack den.
And
She looks
Lady, I
terrible.
like her outfit, but I kind of hope they sell her schoolgirl outfit. Well, not schoolgirl, but the other little skirt, the kilt, basically.
Yes.
I hope they sell that separately. I'll pay real money for that.
No, I talked to Tim about this on the podcast, or not on podcast, on PSN chat. Like, to me, right now, Devil May Cry 5 is Resident Evil 6 of that franchise. That's what it's looking like to me.
And it's
Like,
still going to be
all these
day one.
characters, all these different characters you can play as, all
Like-
the stupid shit going on, and can't.
And
I can't.
RE6 did well, though, didn't it? I think.
Well, yeah, it did well.
There we go. That's what we need. I hope
But
Devil May Cry.
There's a reason they rebooted it afterwards.
Yeah, but hopefully Devil May Cry 5 will do so well that we'll get our own like cool reboot of Devil May Cry that's not the Devil May Cry by Ninja Theory.
I'm gonna punch you right in the face right now, Ben. If you're sitting next to me, don't ever say that again.
Just pet your kitties angrily.
Oh my god. No.
Sinister face. Urgh. Damn you, Chili.
Why don't you go fight people with your motorcycle in an unrealistic way?
I can't fucking wait. I hope the motorcycles play music as well.
Yeah, with the with Dante's theme song that's been canceled now, and Capcom's like, we don't know what to do. It's like, how about you just use a different song?
Well, you know,
or do some research before you hire somebody to make music for your game.
Well, you do know that if you buy the collector's edition, you get all the original music as a download.
Awesome.
Then you can change the background music to the original style of music from Devil May Cry 1 to 4.
I'm going to switch it to 2 because that's what I'm thinking of right now. Which, by the way, Devil May Cry 5, story-wise, takes place after 2.
Yes. Which means it's
where the world...
Which means it's finally the oldest in the franchise.
And where the hell is Lucia then? Or Lucio?
She's
whatever her
dead.
name was. Right. They're just going to write her off like she never existed. It's a very Capcom thing to do.
Hey, well, at least it's got finally it's in order. You know, because it goes 3.
What? That was the end. The ending of 2 was just what you wanted it to be.
No, but I'm just saying the fact that it goes 3, 4, 1, 2 right now. Right, 3, 1, 4, 2. Yeah, 3, 1, 4, 2. Yeah. It's like a security code. I feel like I'm giving my debit card details over.
Seriously.
It's like, oh yeah, so my passcode is 31425. And a half.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, Tim, don't count in actual numbers. How dare you?
It's kind of passcode an idiot has on his luggage.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't announce a $300 collector's edition with all 3 diorama of those guys.
No. It'd probably be like half of one.
It'd be $500 and it'll be all 5 characters.
And then people will complain, it's like, how come I don't get Crackhead Trish in the collector's edition statue?
Well, for $500, you should get some free crack.
It just goes with the baggie of crack. And then we'll get the news. Your shipment of Devil May Cry 5 seized by customs. Oh, man. Do you like the box art for it? Because like the normal box art is, you know, from behind and they're walking towards a bunch of demons in the background. But the deluxe edition one, if you get, you know, all the DLC stuff, is the demon's point of view with them walking towards them.
Oh.
Which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, and the Kingdom Hearts. By the way, we're talking about cover art. The Kingdom Hearts cover is pure sex.
It really is. It's really nice looking. I like it.
Anyway, back to Devil May Cry 5. Yeah, I can't wait for that game. I really can't. I think that's going to be my 2019 game.
Oh my god, man.
Unless Dreams comes out in 2019, then of course, then that's...
There's like 9 games coming out around like 2-month period.
And that's the only one I care about. Seriously, I've forgotten what the other games were. What other games are coming out then?
Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
Sekiro, whatever that game is called. Onimusha Remaster. What else we got there? And some other games I can't remember off the top of my head.
So far, Devil May Cry 5 is the only game I care about.
Okay. That's fine.
So, Tim, have you mentioned your words?
How badly do you want this answer?
I want it so badly. I want it over my face.
I have one statement to make.
Okay. Is it motorbikes or with swords?
A single-player game that offers microtransactions for orbs should be a warning sign to anybody who wants to buy this game. Because it is a service, but it is not for fans.
And then go look at most of Namco Bandai's RPGs where you can buy levels.
Also dumb.
Cool, you're going to have people right at the start of the game with all the moves unlocked.
Just like
Oh man,
me.
it's like halfway through Devil May Cry 4 when I stopped caring.
Yeah. uh, Devil May Cry 5. I'm the only one
Mega Man
hyped.
Blast that Nero has his DLC. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh god. Who's V? Who is that third guy?
It's V.
I don't
the
know.
mysterious V.
It's probably virtual, dude.
Were they like, oh my god, Metal Gear Solid 5 was a great game. V has come too, so we want to make sure he's in this one too.
V has come, and so have we.
Oh, dude, that meme will never get old.
I mean, he walks with a cane, so I don't see how much of a playable character he's going to be.
He's probably going to be like Yoda.
Master Chief, where he's pretending to be old, and then he just buffs up randomly.
Or he's going to be like Yoda in the second prequel.
I was going to be
yeah.
like Yoda in the last movie where he sets a bush on fire.
But I don't really need it.
Hashtag.
The stick is his weapon.
Oh my god.
But it's no motorbike swords.
No, you can't get me hyped for that game. Like, it's going to take something special, something just out of this world crazy, something that you wouldn't find in a Devil May Cry game for me to give a shit about Devil May Cry 5.
Solid Snake is a playable character.
Oh, hang on a second. Hold on. Oh my god, alright.
In fact, the DLC means that
And you have to buy it.
The DLC means no, but you pay $4, but every character has been replaced by David Hayter.
Okay, that was worth it. Suddenly, taking a $60 purchase to a $64 purchase just to have that is a vast improvement over what they had before.
With David Hayter's voice, I'm all for it.
Dude, that's all I need. That's all I need. I just want 30 consecutive hours of David Hayter talking to himself, basically. And they don't have to be like good voicings either. It can just be super ridiculous, over the top weirdness.
I'll just give everyone Solid Snake's voice; it'll be fine.
Liquid, yeah. Oh shit.
That's a demon.
I know. Shit. Me too. This is great.
I'll have a smoke.
You're pretty good.
It's gonna turn into the English dub of Ghost Stories, and it's gonna be amazing. Oh god. Yeah, that's it. That's the only way I'm gonna give a shit about it. So,
Well,
if they really
know
want
how to get you a sale if you're listening.
if they really want my $60 plus $4, they're gonna make that happen.
The David Hayter audio track.
Yep. I'm sure Capcom would give up some rights to just random recordings from the Metal Gear Solid franchise. I can just throw it in there and staple them, make it super crude. I still spend $4 on it.
No, Konami doesn't care, dude, as long as the money's there.
Yeah,
That's what I
Konami's
mean.
getting
Just send them like
paid,
$50. They'll be good.
Send them like a pachinko machine. They'll be happy.
It'll make you money in 5 minutes. Or your money back. Just kidding, not your money back. Sign this page.
And now your soul's gone.
And it's gone.
And it's gone. And I'm spent.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ben. I'm sorry that you like this game.
It's fine. Not everyone can like the same games. You know?
It's true.
If it did, this game would just be... This world would be so boring. You know?
It's pretty true.
And you know what can also be boring? Ace Combat.
I thought you were going to say Ace Attorney.
No,
Don't
no.
you dare.
Ace Combat 5 is free with Skies Unknown pre-order, but it's not a HD remaster. So I'm guessing it's just the game.
Straight up port.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I know plenty of games that I'd like to just see a straight up port for.
I love straight up
Games
port.
that we can't get. Games that we can't get anymore, like Silent Hill 2.
Oh.
I'm
That's
still
bad.
bitter. I want to play that game so badly. But I'm not touching that collector's edition.
Konami wants to play it too, just a shame they don't have any of the source code to play it.
We should just put it on a pachinko machine because, man, if I know.
Hey, I am super excited for Ace Combat 7. Ace Combat is a phenomenal franchise with fantastic stories, by the way. In those games, they're really fucking good. And Ace Combat 5 is surprisingly one of my favorite ones, so I'm happy with this port that's coming with it.
Gary?
This is getting 6, by the way, not 5. Okay. If you pre-order Ace Combat 7 on Xbox One, you get Ace Combat 6 for free.
Okay, so we get 5. We get 5. They get 6.
Yeah. So pretty much what they're saying is they're gonna port both of them, but you only get one of them if you pre-order. The other one you have to buy.
Ooh.
It comes in VR, so I'm super stoked for Ace Combat 7.
I'll buy it for the VR probably because you can be my wingman anytime, Gary.
Throw up together, playing online.
Oh boy.
I mean, if that's what your fetish is, I'm not going to kink shame.
My kink is kink shaming.
And kink shames, I think I'll go to my next news article. PlayStation Vita production ends in 2019.
That's not nice of you. That was not nice at all.
In Japan,
that hurts my heart.
And I already have I have a PS Vita and I love it. I have a
Japan, you can pretty much give up on North America right now.
I have my PS Vita. I have my my PlayStation TV thing. Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Sad times, man.
Yeah. I can't
we
find
should just go out and buy like 500,000 of them.
I wish I had
and then
money.
see what they do.
It's really sad because Sony single-handedly killed their own system.
Sony announced the production of the Vita will cease in 2019. 2019, there's no date. It doesn't look like. So
January 1st.
It's sad. It's like that system had all the potential that you can ask for, and Sony shit on it with their dumbass fucking memory cards.
Yep.
Fucking system.
Yeah, they should have just gone with standard memory. Then have to.
Well, that's what they try to do with the PSP, and everybody hacked it because of it. So they decided to do this, and then nobody bought it because of this. So, pick your poison. But yet somehow the 3DS is still getting new games.
Even into 2019.
Yeah, but
That's
Sony
disgusts
can
me.
use regular ass memory cards.
I think they were just
So
worried
sad.
though because they got burnt with the PSP that they were, let's use our new fangled Vita cards.
Proprietary
They made
software
so
cards.
much. But they sold so many. Like, why would they? I know it was a lot based on hacking and stuff.
Yeah,
but
I
they
really
still
love
sold a
my
lot of them.
Porn Station Portable.
Oh my god.
He's not wrong. Like Sony,
You get a little distant,
they gave up way too fast on it.
Gary. It's weird.
I'm sorry?
You'll get a little distant.
Oh, is this better?
That's a little better.
Okay.
Now, this next part is going to be your part, Gary. Did you know that a PlayStation Classic has been announced for December? I think it's December.
I had no idea. What?
I know! And it's selling out! Who would have thought an old classic... Who would have thought of anyone would pre-order a PlayStation Classic? Who had ever heard of the unit until now? This is the first I've heard of a PlayStation in my life. And I've been around for 31 years.
I'm excited.
So you said you thought of a little game we could play.
Yes. I would like for you guys to join me in my little game.
Yay! Let's play a game.
Does it involve our lives?
Yes. For every answer you get wrong, you have to send something through the mail.
Okay.
$50 worth.
Feces.
nude
The
photos.
best part about it is you get everything wrong, so I'm gonna get all your shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'll send it to you anyway.
Classic. It's coming out this December 3rd, right before Christmas time. Comes with 20 preloaded games, only 5 of which have been announced so far.
And what games
They've also
are those?
said they've also said that the games of the 20 games, they're going to be different between the Western release and the Japanese release. So the Japanese version is going to have some different games.
So we've got to pre-order the Japanese version as well.
Yes. And it'll probably be region locked, so you're screwed either way.
Well, it can't be region locked. It's all built in.
Fine, be that way. Anywho, it comes with the regular old school PlayStation 1 controllers, so no analog stick controllers, which interesting decision on Sony, unless they're planning to release that controller individually to get even more sales. I could see it happening. It's all USB focused, so everything runs through the USB. Even the AC adapter is USB.
Adapter sold separately.
The adapter is sold separately, unfortunately. But let's get to the games that they've announced so far is Final Fantasy VII.
Yes.
Ridge Racer Type 4.
Oh.
Wild Arms.
Right.
Fuck yes. Tekken 3. Flash.
Sure, why not?
Flash is interesting because one of those games, I don't know if you guys ever played Jumping Flash, where it was a fun game that nobody bought because it was a watch game. It had a sequel, which was still very good, but nobody bought it. And it was also one of the first PS1 classics that they released on the PlayStation Store for PSP. So Sony really loves Jumping Flash, but they don't love it enough to give us, a PS4 version of it.
They probably just think, oh, this is cheap enough to remaster and port over. It has no licenses. We'll just add this one. Nobody cares about it to sue us. Nobody cares to buy it, so...
So yeah, 5 games so far. I think these 5 games are a great indication of which types of games they're looking for on the PlayStation Classic.
By the way,
obviously Tekken 3. Yes, go ahead.
Before you announce what games you think we can vote on, just remember that it's got an 18+ rating for the console.
So there's gonna be some M-rated shit up on that bitch.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, if you look at it, obviously Final Fantasy VII, we all know the story of Final Fantasy VII and what it did for the franchise and the PlayStation in general. It just propelled it to new heights. Tekken 3, considered one of the greatest fighting games of all time, definitely deserves to be on this system. Ridge Racer Type 4 was the last good Ridge Racer game ever made, so there's a reason it's on there. Wild Arms, another interesting one, which to me isn't very interesting because Wild Arms is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. It was also the first RPG launched on the PlayStation, and it was launched by Sony. It is a Sony property game, and everybody should play it because it's very, very underrated. I've comprised a little game for us to play if you guys want to and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do indeed.
I'm going to list off games, and I want you guys to tell me to pretty much make up the list of the last remaining 15 games.
Okay.
I'll name off a game, and you guys will tell me if you think it's going to be part of the collection. It will be part of the collection, but it probably shouldn't be. Or it won't be, but it probably should be.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And once you get your 15, you can no longer vote anymore. And those that you shouldn't be on there, but will be on there, say Crash Bandicoot. And Tim is like, ew, That game doesn't deserve to be on there, but it probably will be. That counts as a yes.
Oh.
Okay.
So I can't complain. Is that what you're saying?
No, he said no. If you say it'll probably be on there, but it don't want to be.
So if I say like, "Ew, that's gross," does that count as a yes?
No, that counts as a no.
Okay. As long as that's still a no, then I'm into it.
It's only if you're saying, "Oh, this will," this is gross, but it's going to be there anyway. That counts as a yes.
Yes. Because you're still saying it's going to be on the list.
Okay.
But if you say, "Ooh, that's gross," it's like the dog poo that's been set on fire.
So we'll start off with some easier ones and then go on to some of the more obscure ones. So let's go ahead and start off with, I think, the one that everybody's been talking about, Metal Gear Solid.
I could see it, yeah. Just because, yeah.
Okay.
I want to go with no.
Go ahead. Ooh, well, I want to know why. So go ahead, Tim. Tell us why you think it's going to be on there.
I say yes because it was at that threshold when the DualShock controller first released. So, like, not everybody had it when they were playing that game. So I feel like it's still open for availability on this thing.
Okay, and Ben, why don't you think it's going to be on there?
Because of the licensing and because Konami are dicks.
Well, they have PS1 on the PlayStation Store right now.
Yes, it is on the PlayStation Store as a PS1 classic.
Yeah, so they have access to it.
I'm still going to go with no, just so I don't change my answer. But I didn't even know that.
Alrighty, I'm also going to say yes, that it will be part of it. My only concern is how are you going to get Meryl's codec code if there's no box?
Well, we'll have to make a digital manual, and it's in the digital manual.
Oh, sure. Alrighty, let's go on. Let's see here.
You're talking about the PS3, by the way, because I don't see it on PS4. I mean, the PS1 classics on PS3.
Which you can also download on your PSP and your Vita.
Yeah, but they have to individually ask for licenses for each platform they use. It's not a universal license, so they have to get a license every time they get for new hardware.
We'll see.
Anyway, I'll shut up now. About Metal Gear.
Alrighty, let's go with Resident Evil 2. Tim?
Sorry, what was it?
Resident Evil 2.
Evil 2.
Man, I don't think so.
No for Tim. Interesting.
No.
Ben?
I'm going to go with yes.
Yeah, man, very decisive list here. Reasons you want to give?
I feel like it would just, if they were going to do a Resident Evil game, it'd be the first one.
Okay. Ben?
I feel like by porting the original onto the classic, it will help build hype for the remaster, which comes out a month later.
Very good answer. I am also going to go with no on this one. Like Tim believed that they will put the first one rather than the second one on instead.
If it's the second one, if the second one is not on it, then I'm going to go. It will probably be the third one.
I can see that also being thing.
We shall see. We shall see. All right, moving on. Let's go with Mega Man X4.
I'm going to go with no idea.
There is no idea.
Then I'm going to go with no.
No for Ben.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Didn't we just got a collection?
We did just get a collection.
So,
I am going to go with yes. Because Mega Man X4 for the PlayStation.
I gotta look it
so
up.
The first one to use FMV, or not FMV, animated cutscenes with voiceovers in a Mega Man franchise.
But it wasn't like super good, was it?
It's considered one of the best ones in the franchise.
Okay.
That's okay. That is okay.
You know, I'm gonna be ignorant here. The only knowledge I have of most Mega Man is what I've learned and watched from Angry Video Game Nerd. So
all I know about Mega Man is that he is also called Rockman in Japan. There we go.
He
That's
is
my
called
Mega
Rockman
Man
in Japan.
experience right there.
I've played some games like the older ones, but very little X.
It's gonna give.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Let's move on then. Twisted Metal 2.
I'm gonna go with. It should be there. Yes.
So that is a yes for. So it should be there, but it probably won't. Is that where you're going with, Ben?
Yeah.
Ben?
2? I don't. Why 2? That came out after DualShock, didn't it? No?
No?
DualShock came out really late, actually.
Huh. Yeah, I think so then.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
That is a yes for me as well, because Twisted Metal 2 is still considered by a lot of people the best in the franchise.
I thought that was Twisted Metal Black.
But that's for me. I consider it to be the best in the franchise.
Thanks, David Jaffe. You're the best.
Well,
Twisted Metal 2, like, people always rave about Twisted Metal 2. Yeah. It's also been one of the best-selling PS1 classics for a long time, so...
Maybe by being one of the best-selling classics, it could make one of the best-selling consoles. Ooh.
Alrighty, let's move on to Spyro the Dragon.
Do I even have to answer this?
Yeah, you
no,
do.
no, 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 no.
From Ben. Tim?
Yeah, I don't think so either. I feel like they're gonna have. I feel like not Insomniac.
Activision.
Oh my God, Activision is gonna have their tight little fingers on that IP with the way they've been with that IP for the last generation and a half. I can't see them giving it up for another thing. They want it all for themselves. No.
Especially after Crash Bandicoots.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I'm going to go with no for those exact same reasons you just mentioned. Alrighty, moving on then. Let's go with something more interesting. Crash Team Racing.
No.
No. Interesting, Ben.
Is it a yes if I say that it will be if they don't remaster it?
Yeah, that's a yes.
Okay. With an asterisk.
Because there's all that rumors about the remaster coming. So if the
if the remaster's a thing, it's not on there. Yeah. I promise.
Oh, no from Ben.
And then a hypothetical yes from Tim.
A slightly possible yes from Tim.
Okay.
And even then, I'm not really confident in that answer, just because for the same reasons that we had with Spyro. Like, they're going to be all about their business model, as opposed to,
Schrodinger's
giving something that people
Crash.
want. Yeah.
Well, I am going to go...
You don't know where it is.
I'm going to go with a hard yes on that one.
A hard yes? You're hard for this answer?
I'm more than confident it's going to be part of this collection. I think that's what those trademarks that's been coming up, is Sony getting the trademark to put it into the PS1 Classic.
I can see that being a thing,
Then
too.
I hope they sell a multiplayer adapter so we can have 4 players.
What I like about my answer is that I'm right. like no matter what. Unless they don't remaster it, then I'm not right at all.
Oh, jeez. Alrighty. Let's go with Tenchu Stealth Assassin.
I can't remember. Oh, carry on, Tim.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No from Tim.
I can't remember what no, but it should be there meant. Is that yes, but no?
That it should be on there, but it probably won't be, then that's a no.
Yeah, it probably won't. It probably won't be on there, but it should be there. It's one of the best Tenchu games, and it was awesome. And everyone should experience Tenchu at least once in their lives.
I still need to.
You should embrace the Tenchu.
But that's also Activision.
Oh, it no longer is Activision.
Oh shit, who has it?
Crytek, I think.
From Software has it.
Oh, From Software has it?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
In fact, he's so excited.
No,
it's breaking
dude,
his
don't
mind.
laugh. That changes a lot. That changes a lot.
Let me rephrase. From Software has the license to Tenchu, but I don't know if they have the right to distribute the first Tenchu because it was published by Activision.
Yeah.
Oh. Never mind. If it's still up to Activision, it's not going on there.
It's kind of like that Kingdoms of Amalur thing, like THQ Nordic has the license, but they can't re-release the first one because EA still has publishing rights.
Okay.
So no and should but won't. I'm also gonna go with no because actually I'm gonna go with should but it won't be.
Two should but won't.
Yep, because Activision. Let's go with a cult favorite, not exactly a big seller, but considered one of the greatest JRPGs of all time, Suikoden 2.
Oh, and here I thought you were going to say Alundra.
God damn it. Alundra.
I'm going to say yes because I hope so. That might be one of the few reasons I'd be interested in buying the classic.
I'm going to go with maybe yes.
Yes, from Ben. I am also going to say yes, but I'm also going to say in the Japanese version only.
Oh my god, hard.
You're going to run out of yeses at this rate, Gary.
Hey, you only get 15 choices, man. So
Are you keeping track of these?
Yes, I'm writing them all down.
Okay, because I'm not.
Can we get an overview so far? How many have I said yes?
Okay, Tim has said yes to 4. You have said yes to 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
I've said yes to 1, 2, 3, 5.
Wow, just throwing them away.
So I'm down to 10. Well, technically, Japan version only counts for that one, so it's like half a point.
Still counts as yes.
It's making his own rules as he plays.
Yep. You gave me all
my
of these.
game. I can change the rules whenever I want.
You gave me
Screw the
all of
rules,
these
I've got
if-thens.
points.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, next one, Gary.
Okay, Street Fighter Alpha 3.
What?
Alpha 3.
I'm going to go with a hard no.
What is that?
Street Fighter Alpha
Are you
3.
serious? It's the best Street Fighter game ever made, dude.
I just heard Alpha 3. I don't know what was cutting in and out or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's like Alpha.
Yeah. I could see that being a thing.
It's a yes from Tim, no from Ben. It's a yes from me. Alrighty, let's see. Let's go with Xenogears.
No.
Oh god. No.
Isn't that an RPG?
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like
And it's
most
delicious.
will get 2. And
And
as
it's
far we know,
delicious.
Fantasy 7 is already there. The other one's got to be Alundra.
Wonder. Seriously.
Oh no, dude. Legend of Dragoon. It has to be on there.
Well, let's move on to it then. Legend of Dragoon.
Oh, who owns that now? That's actually going to
Sony.
affect my
That's a
answer.
Sony game. Sony.
Oh, sick. Yes.
Yes, from Tim.
I'm going to have to Google it, but I don't think it ever got a European release.
That is some shit.
You got to remember, this was back in the years of when RPGs didn't
Legend of
exist in
Dragoon
Europe.
literally came out at the end of the life cycle of the PS1.
And the Z fighters were space fighters.
Yeah.
Big
No, it
green.
came out in
I'm
Europe,
also gonna
actually.
go-
Yeah, you're right. Must have been a very
Yes on
limited
that one,
release,
too.
but... So yeah, I'm going to go yes as well, then.
Oh, snap.
That game did naughty things to me. I loved it.
Interesting combat system in it.
Dude, hashtag.
Okay, let's go with Crash Bandicoot.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
That's a no all around.
They're making too much money on the release, dude. They're not gonna stipend it somewhere else. That game is still selling like crack, isn't it?
It's like the number. It was finally dethroned, I think, like a month ago in the UK. Since its release, it was the number one seller in the UK this entire time.
Man, I can't believe people enjoy those games, man.
Hey, I wish I could. It was already nearly always sold out in my town.
I never understood, man. Nah.
But it's Crash Bandicoot,
Bandicoot
man.
was never
Crash Bandicoot.
I've never liked Crash. See?
Oh my
It
god!
just works out that it just works out that yeah, it just works out because I hate it. So we just don't talk about it.
That's awesome.
Is that why she doesn't want to move to England? Because Crash Bandicoot is so well known here.
No, I think
I could see it.
because she can't fly very well.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing.
I'm going to go with Crash Bandicoot as my reason.
No, not kick Gary's butt. We don't need to fly for that.
Next, Tomb Raider.
Yes? I'm going to go with yes. I
Is the original Tomb Raider owned by Sony?
No, the entire Tomb Raider franchise is owned by Square Enix now.
Yeah.
It's from Ben.
Ugh. No.
No,
No.
from Tim.
Just because I feel like they got Microsoft's in their back pocket, so I don't think they're gonna do that.
I'm also gonna go with no, and hopefully we'll get to the reason later.
Because of a different one?
We'll
Because
see.
of all
Next
the
up,
reasons.
Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey.
No. Because the fact that
I
they've
don't know.
remastered it, and I don't know who actually owns the license anymore.
No from Ben.
Yeah, I feel like those games are. I don't know.
Is that a no from Tim?
No, not exactly.
Or you could go with won't be, but should be.
I don't
Yes or
know.
no?
I'm just gonna say no. I don't want it on there.
Okay, so no. I am gonna go with a no as well.
Why?
I don't like that game.
Oh, it's a fair answer.
Moving on. Let's go. Ape Escape.
Well, that's a hard no. It's impossible. Literally impossible.
Why?
They
Because-
could remaster the buttons.
The fact that they use the analog sticks to swipe the... actually use the...
Oh. Yeah. Good point.
That's a no. What about
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, no.
That is a no all around. Man, you guys hate Ape Escape that much, huh?
No, it's just the fact
There
that...
it is.
How are you going to play it? You use the right analog stick for the net, and you don't have an analog stick because there's none on it.
Alrighty, let's go to the next one. Gran Turismo 2.
Fran Turismo Jive.
Fran Fan Turismo.
This one's tough. I know we already talked about Ridge Racer, right?
Yeah.
The Ridge Racer was the one of the 5 announced.
Okay. Do you think they'd put 2 Sims on? Not 2 Sims. Do you think they'd put 2 racers on there?
They might, especially, but you got to remember they're completely sort of different. They're 2 racers, but they play completely differently. So
maybe this will help you. My answer is going to be yes.
Why?
Because
why?
Gran Turismo is one of Sony's most celebrated franchises, and Gran Turismo 2, massive step forward, and it had over 600 fucking cars in it.
Yeah.
On a PS1? Shit, dude.
That's a good point.
And most of those were also on the PS3 version.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
Yes, from Timothy News. Benji?
I'm going to go with yes as well, just because I feel like, even though they've already got a car game, that they have enough different of an audience between, Gran Turismo and Ridge Racer, one being arcadey and one being the sim based.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, moving on to Silent Hill.
No,
No from Ben.
they probably lost the source code.
Oh, it's a PS1 classic. It's on the store.
That doesn't mean anything with that company. They probably
Yeah,
deleted
Konami
it.
still owns it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Army.
If it's not on a pachinko, they're not gonna give a shit.
No.
Pull the lever.
Wrong level.
Yes. I think Silent Hill will be in this collection.
In terms of horror games, I feel like they're just gonna stick with Resident Evil, not
Yeah.
Silent Hill.
That's why,
If-
hell, we might even get more than one Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they can have like 2 of each genre, then because we might have 2 RPGs, 2 racers, 2 blah de blah blahs.
Why only 20 games? I
Alrighty.
just need to ask, why only 20?
Probably cheap enough. It's probably that nice balance of price of storage space. You know what I mean?
Why not have like a thing where we can just like buy more games for it?
Like some
That'd be
sort of console.
When you put your PS1 classics you bought onto the system, that'd be nice.
Like some sort of system you plug into your TV where you can maybe connect it to the internet and download
Yeah.
stuff for money.
It'd be kind of like a console or something like that.
Yeah.
Console.
So
Console.
that's
Maybe sign up
Let's
to
go
some
to
sort
big
of
one.
service that needs to that you can view your downloads
It'd be a service of sorts.
and have a library of your software.
A library.
Let's move on to a big one. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Nope.
Well, it's the only game of 100, only game that's better than Legend of Zelda or Ocarina of Time. So I'm gonna go with yes.
No from Tim.
It's still owned by Activision.
Yeah, but it's considered the greatest game of all time. Metacritic agrees.
With will be, but shouldn't be.
Nah, as much as I'm saying yes, I doubt it just because of licensing, as always.
Yeah.
So is that a no then, Ben?
I just want to have dreams. Okay, I'm gonna go yes.
Okay.
I know I'm wrong,
Jeez, Ben.
but I don't want to be right.
Alrighty, moving on. Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Oh my god.
Gonna go with no.
It's a no from Ben.
That's getting remastered though. Not remastered, like
Is it?
re-released or something.
Is it?
Is it?
Something.
Because those trademarks could have been for this PS1 Classic version.
It's possible. But I mean, if they had it already, would they not have just announced it with the thing like, "Oh, look, we got Castlevania. You should just buy it," because that probably would have made me care.
They want to tease you over the next month and a half.
I'm gonna go with a hard yes on this one.
I mean, I'm gonna probably do the same thing.
God damn it!
I just want to play that game without having to buy a console.
It's so good. Alrighty, let's go with Parasite Eve.
Square, right?
That is Square, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, it was on that demo with Final Fantasy 8, but I don't know, man. I don't know if that game got enough acclaim for them to. No.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, I think it should be, but it won't be. Okay. Breath of Fire 3.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because they already have it on the
Yes.
store. And that game was sweet, and I haven't played it yet, and I want to. Oh my god.
I'm going to go with maybe.
What is that, a no?
No.
Come on, Gary, you're making up rules as they go. What does that mean?
Oh, maybe, I guess, is going to be a no.
Yeah, no. It's going to be a no.
All I know is my gut says maybe.
I'm also going to go with a no, because it should be 4 instead of 3. All right, well, Resident Evil, the first one.
I kind of answered this one already.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I want to go with no because, as I said, I think it's going to be. If it's going to be anything, it's going to be 2 and 5. I mean, 2 and 3.
5?
Damn, the PS1 is more powerful than we thought, you guys.
Holy shit.
So, is that a yes from you then, Tim?
I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I think it's going to be 3 instead.
I'm going to go with yes. And no for, this guy. Let's see what we have here. What should I pick next? Tomb Raider 2.
No, because we're going to get Tomb Raider 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with yes. I think that's the Tomb Raider we're getting.
Because the first Tomb Raider was kind of broken.
Yeah, but then in that sense, wouldn't it be Tomb Raider 3 because that was well loved?
Not as much as 2 was.
True.
Maybe by you.
Oh.
Wasn't 3 the one with sexy desert eagles that were arousing?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, what?
So, Tim, yes or no?
No.
No. Let's go with Ben's favorite, Alundra.
Yes!
What?
Yes from Ben. Jeez. I'm going to go with a no on that one.
What is that?
It's an RPG that came out on PS1.
Oh, it looks weird. What the hell is going on with that?
What? What's going on with what?
That looks weird.
Stop looking at my face and look at the video game.
Oh, hang on. This is like some live action. This is some active combat shit. Hang on.
Yeah.
That game was actually pretty fun, man.
This could be pretty cool. I don't think so, though.
So, no.
Wow, this soundtrack. Holy crap. Yeah, this game is definitely not going to be on there because nobody knows about it.
It sounds too good.
Yeah, it's too good. It's too good to be on this thing. That soundtrack.
Combine 2 games here, and you guys tell me which one, if any.
Okay.
Parappa the Rapper / Jammy Lammy.
What?
Jammy Lammy
Whatever
and
it's-
Parappa the Rapper. I want to go with Jammy Lammy just because we got that Parappa the shitty Parappa the Rapper remaster. And that's calling Parappa the Rapper shitty. It's just that the remaster was shitty.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a no for both of those.
I was gonna say, do I have to pick one?
Did we actually get
No.
release of Parappa the Rapper 2 here?
In the UK?
Oh, I didn't know. Parappa the Rapper 2 was PS2, wasn't it, actually?
So is that a no for both? Tim?
No. Oh, Tim.
That's correct.
See, I'm trying to think of the game that's going to be there, Star Fox 2. You know, a game that never got released outside Japan.
That's gonna be Symphony of the Night, dude. 'Cause Symphony of the Night's better.
We have it. It exists. The SNES Classic.
No, I'm just saying that Star Fox 2 didn't get released until the SNES Classic. I'm trying to think of a game that could be for the PS1 that didn't get either released or didn't get released outside Japan that could be there. Ooh, one exclusive game that's you've never played before. Alundra 2, get sexy with music.
All right, Vagrant Story.
Oh my God! Please, please, yeah.
So is that a should be but won't be?
So does that equal a no?
Yep.
A should be but won't is a no.
Yeah. Because you want it to be there, but it won't be there.
Oh my God! I just want it to be there. So yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I just want it to be there.
He's going to try and will it into existence.
Yeah, like I feel like for a price tag like that, I feel like it would take something like that for me to give a shit. 'Cause I'm very on the fence about the classic.
PS1 Classic you can get right now.
I'm very on the fence about
By the
it.
way, I feel like this should be our last game for the week. So,
One more after this, is that
okay,
okay?
one more.
I'm gonna go with no.
Damn it, you.
I'm going to go with should be, what won't be. So, a no.
I'm gonna go with.
Okay, the last game we are gonna go with Final Fantasy Tactics.
That'll be there. Oh, no, because it came out in North America, didn't it?
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah. Because they could hype that up for Europe because we didn't get on the PS1. So.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Ben?
also in because I feel like they could hype that up for a European first release, and they could, it's a Final Fantasy game, so
You guys not get the PSP remake, the War of the Lions?
yeah, we got the PSP
Nope.
remake, but we didn't get the PS1 version, the original.
I'm also gonna go with yes on this.
Which means they could still hype it up as a sort of, oh my god, look at this first ever European release. Hashtag //
All right, so we've clearly picked more than 20 games, all of us.
Mm-hmm.
We'll continue. All said and done, we'll condense which ones we want and which ones we're going to get rid of.
Can we go
More or
with
less
how many we've got? Can you give us a tally of
Yes.
this week's scores?
I would love a new telly.
Ooh.
So let's see here. We'll start with Tim when we count these up.
50.
Do, 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 do.
7, 2, 13,
12.
9.
You have 11, Tim.
That was close.
Oof.
And I got 9. Come on, 9.
Conspiracy.
Oh, do, 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 do.
I thought you were doing Santa Claus is Coming to Town for a second.
I have 12.
You have 12?
Okay.
I have 12. Prepare, because we have a lot of games that I didn't talk about.
I guess I didn't have any points then.
What was Ben's?
11.
Oh, Ben, we're tied. What?
Well, we're tied. We're touching
twinning.
tips.
Yes. they call that docking.
Tune for next week where we will discuss Dragon Ball GT Final Bout.
No. I can already tell you no.
Spoilers,
I can already tell you no.
So until next, I'm going to almost skip Metacritic, and we're going to replace this with that for now. But we're going to go with, and we're going to give the scores for last week, where Warface got no scores.
Perfect.
Yay.
I win.
And then Transference got a score that I've forgotten now, but I should have written it down. I gave the point, though, to the person that got it. So I wasn't completely stupid.
You just don't know who you gave the point to.
I know who I gave the point to. I just don't know the actual score for the game.
It's
it was like
72.
Yeah, 72. That was it. Yep. Okay, I was wrong with 75. Tim was a little off with 81, but Gary was the closest with 70 at 70. So congrats to me. You got a point. You got a whole point.
Who's in the lead now, bitch?
Chris has 1.5 points. Alfonso
I was going to say.
has 2 points. Ben, aka me, has 10 points. Neil has 10.5 points. And Gary and Tim are touching tips at 11.5 points.
Look at us. I'm touching 2 tips in the same podcast.
Can I slap your tip with my tip?
Well, I mean, since we're both here.
Can I give it a hard whack?
So, Gary, have you got a shout
out? Yeah, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Alfonso, who's going to be joining us for the anime podcast here soon. Shout out to my friend Ed, who is in Europe right now as I'm watching his adorable kitties, Ezio and
Is he
Evie.
coming to England?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Who I hope will be able to join us very soon. I know he's been down for a while.
We miss you, Chris.
Shout out to Neil, who's having
Kisses.
a blast at Bloody Disgusting over there, I'm sure.
Oh.
And to everybody else that I forgot to mention.
Ooh, sick burn.
On Twitter or at Instagram at Gaglalush. That's GAGLAUSH.
Tim, how can they shout you out and stalk you?
They can shout me out with everything under Tim Borelli. Actually, PSN is Boss Snake, one word, 3 S's, no caps. Yeah, if you're going to reach out to me, just let me know how you know me through the podcast or whatever. Because I get some weird invites. I mentioned it last week, but yeah, I still get weird invites. Shout out to you guys for the tip touching. Shout out to Fonzie for being Fonzie and joining us in the next podcast. Listeners, being Bomb Diggity. Crystal for making fun of Gary in the background.
Why? Why would you do that?
I say that and she's smiling her face off.
Talking behind my back.
Does Crystal joke about me?
About you, no.
Oh.
She loves you.
Or is it for you?
What?
In the butt.
Fun of everybody but me.
Said you love Ben.
Oh my god.
Did you catch that?
No idea, but no.
I didn't.
She said it's because you solidified her want for curly whirlies.
Okay. I'm happy I was able to
I'll
bring a
take that.
service.
That's what she said.
Oh, hey, Klaus. We're still wrapping up, but hey, Klaus, from the Anime Podcast and Phoenix Down Radio at phoenixdownradio.com.
Too sultry. Hashtag.
Hi. Well, you did say in the chat to jump in whenever you want.
I said we ending. But no, you can jump in. So anyway,
hi.
Hello. So is that your shout outs, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to shout out to everyone that's listening. Thank you all for coming to join us. Alfonso, Klaus here, because you're awesome. I'll be actually on Maelstrom Radio next Friday, twitch.tv/Maelstrom Radio. Go check us out. 3 a.m. BST, and I think it's some sort of time in America. So go check us out at some sort of time in America. And I'll also be. I also want to shout out the fact that we're now on Spotify. You can find us on your browsers, on your Chromes, on your phones, but not on your PlayStation 4 because for some reason that doesn't have podcasts. So screw them in a way.
Dumb.
I mean, please keep us on there, Spotify. So yeah, you can now find us on Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, Android, and iTunes. All the different ways that you can now hear us with your earlobes. So until you can contact me at Chili UK, which is CHILLE UK. So until next week, this was some video game stuff that were sometimes words, and those words were sentences, and more sentences will arrive next week. Until then, goodbye, I guess.